Hello and welcome to another video brought to you by MMO Play. Today we're taking a look at Neverwinter, specifically the part that I personally am most interested in, the Foundry. This is how player-generated content is going to be added to the game. I just grabbed a quest for it. You can see it even has a tracker and everything. And this is a quest someone has created, and there's a system for grabbing them just from your queue log if you want. Hit L, you can find the Foundry, you can search through there for something that sounds like what you want to do. And you can also, at the end, rate it and offer any feedback. I was actually trying to do the Dwemer Keepers, which is kind of the featured quest. It's the first of 8. It's going to be an entire campaign someone's creating, but it kind of bugged out on me. So I ended up grabbing this one. This is one I've never done in a previous, well, the previous beta. And just went for it. It had a 3-star rating, so you got a star rating, and you also... Wait a minute. Is that an orc with a loot? Or a half-ogre with a loot? I'm confused. Anyway, this quest starts off by you basically trying to organize a poker match. You're getting some people that are interested in playing a game of poker with some guy upstairs. You recruit some people below, you go up to play, and then something happens. We're just going to skip forward to this something happens. So I found all my players, grabbed my cards, and suddenly a loading zone and I'm in hell with imps. Turns out that the cards weren't exactly kosher. We just touched cursed cards. Maybe it was a deck of many things. Either way, now we are in some hell-like world and we gotta basically fight our way out. If you're interested in the story and the lore of the game and the quest, read it. There's no voice acting currently. It's one of the things I'm actually hoping, I kind of put that in as feedback after the first beta, was allowing community members that are making these quests to add some voice assets to that. I understand that in a free-to-play game they can't exactly hire voice actors, but I'm sure plenty of members would be happy to just do some basic voice acting. So there's a lot of talking right now. Everyone's like, hey, what happened to our poker game? Suddenly we're in the nether of Minecraft? No. Well, there's lots of lava and demon-like guys. It's actually a really cool looking zone. It's a nice tile set. A little hard to navigate right here though. There's a lot of rocks in the way. But you can see I do have a blue circle with a quest indicator. Basically I have to come and kill all these imps. Pretty much I'm going to end up wandering around circles for about 15 minutes killing imps, and then we can kind of basically try to fight our way out. So I'm just going to move forward a little bit. Alright, you can see we fought our way off of that little mountain, and now we get some harder demons to deal with, not just the little trash imps anymore. Ooh, these guys teleport too. Decent variety of monsters in this game. Also, I believe at this point I was level 12 and getting level 14 loot, so it's probably a little higher level, but it was a pretty good challenge. I'd almost argue actually even a little bit hard, but again, I'm a little under level at this point. And I just kind of enjoy the tile set. It's really kind of cool looking. I mean, it does a really good job of just looking hellish without being the stereotypical red everywhere. It doesn't look very like Minecraft Inferno, at least. Looks more just kind of arid and fiery. It's kind of a different way of looking at things. Here's some of the abilities to talk about last time. This is the Control Wizard, the new class that was introduced in the second beta weekend. I believe we have one more class to look at. They promised us 2 classes, I think, before launch. So the Control Wizard was the first one. Currently, we also have a Rogue and a Priest and a Warrior. So I'm wondering if there's going to be some sort of Archer for the 5th class. Possibly a Ranger. With it being the Forgotten Realms D&D... Oh, man, that's a big demon. Forgotten Realms D&D world, there are probably so many possibilities for what there could be. And this guy's kind of big. He has a Fire Breath attack, which, for the most part, I couldn't deal with. But he also has a really slow wind-up this attack, yeah, right here. And these are, if you're interested in the D&D game, I believe they said they're devils, not demons, so that does make kind of a difference. Whoa, look out. So these are not, what, Tanari? I haven't played D&D in a while. Right now I'm mostly trying to deal with him. He does have some trash with him. There is one point where you fight two of these guys with the smaller guys with him. That was a really hard fight. After this, though, I'm probably going to just fast forward to the last boss. You can see they do drop greens. You do have to identify greens, but the nice thing about this game is you only identify items that you'll know an item that you can use before you identify it. It'll be in white if you can use it. It'll be in red if you can't. Although I would recommend IDing everything because things that are unidentified only sell for a copper. Not worth your backspace. Well, let's fast forward to the end. Probably would be like 15 minutes from now. Alright, here we go. Working my way out of this area. You can see we have a demon we gotta talk to. Or a devil, I guess. There is a difference in the Forgotten Realms world. I think one is chaotic evil, one's low. Whatever. So these are two big nasties. Probably supposed to be pit fiends, although there's no way I'd be dealing with them at this level. Even in a real D&D world, if I was level 12, I'd be in trouble trying to solo them. Most of my time was spent playing 3rd edition, and I think I remember these guys being challenge rating like upper teens, which means I probably should be about 20 when I'm fighting 1, let alone 2 solo. Come over to these guys like, hey, you want to help? Fortunately, they do make it fairly easy to just kind of survive. You get potions on a cooldown, and it's fairly quick cooldown, and even the lowest potions, 1,000 hit point ones, do heal me for most of my damage. Hard part is there's no locking on target, so it's hard to be focusing on just one unless I want to sit there and tank. There's my daily power. I'm using the single target daily power, and it hits for 600, which is about 2 or 3 times bigger than my next biggest hit. Now that one's down, the next one should be a lot easier. I'm going to be using my Ray of Frost to freeze them. I believe, are they immune to my knockback too? Although the wind-up is... No, they're not immune to the knockback. The wind-up is pretty big. I can just dodge out of the one attack. Now that I got one gone, it should be a much easier fight, but 2 of them was pretty scary. Partially because I couldn't see if the back one was winding up, and also because I couldn't focus one down. Kind of a cool animation when they get frozen too. It doesn't last very long, but... Also, the chill effect does stay for a little bit, so if you stop Ray of Frost and anything else in between, you're okay. So you can see I'm going to start chilling again right away, and it should freeze them pretty quickly. It's kind of cool how it goes like from their feet all the way up to their entire body is covered in ice. There's my daily again. He got knocked out of range. That is one problem with the knockback, is you will end up knocking guys out of range fairly often. Looks like I've managed to kill him. And then from there I can come loot the chest, so even though it's player-generated content, you can get a reward. And then I can give that rating. This is probably the part of the game I'm most interested. The idea of player-generated content seems really cool, especially in an MMO. They put in the system in place to make sure it's fair, and you can tell people how you feel about the game. So you can see I'm going to give it a 4 star, saying nice challenge. But this is the thing that I am looking forward to. The thing that makes this game exciting to me is the idea that players can make content, which means we can theoretically just, every time you play a new character, you might never see the same thing again if you want to just keep doing Foundry quests. So if you're interested in the game, check it out. There's another beta weekend coming up the end of March. After that, hopefully get some open beta and then launch. If you like the content, stay tuned to more from MMO Play. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see about doing the Cloak Tower now.